Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Professor Nokuthula Sibiya, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching and Learning, and I am located at Gate 1 at Berea House. The teaching and learning sector comprises, as you all know, the 6 faculties as outlined on the slide. Over and above the 6 faculties, we also have 4 teaching and learning support units. That is the Center for Excellence in Learning and Teaching, the Center for Quality Promotion and Assurance, Library Services, as well as the Writing Center. So as the teaching and learning sector, we meet on monthly basis as the Academic Executive Management Committee to discuss teaching and learning matters. And when we meet, we are joined by the unit, by the directorates of the International Education and Partnerships, as well as the Research and Postgrad Support. In 2021, DHET approved our enrollment target as 30,439. So what I'm going to show you is the total number of staff and students as at September 2021. So the total headcount for registered undergrad students is 30,684. Of these, we lost 234 students who deregistered, and we remained with 30,450 students. In our kitty, we have a total of 313 modules that are taken by our undergrad students. Of these, we also have 2,275 registered postgrad students. Because of the pandemic, we lost 7 postgrad students, and we are remaining with 2,268 students. The total number of permanent staff is 1,719, and the total number of permanent instruction, research, academic staff is 692. Now, when looking at the status of teaching and learning in 2021, as we all know that we are grappling with a COVID-19 pandemic, we use mainly online teaching, learning, and assessment. Students who are permitted to be on campus are only those that require access to the laboratories. In order to ensure that teaching, learning, and assessment is not compromised, all registered students are provisioned with data. We also support our students so as to ensure that they do not have challenges with online teaching and learning. So we have about 77% of our students who have benefited from capacity development initiatives related to emergency remote learning. It's not all students who are well familiar with online teaching and learning. To support those students who have difficulties with online teaching and learning, we have supported about 21% of our students through digital offline teaching and learning approaches, which include provisioning of USBs with loaded teaching material. However, I must indicate that we are still concerned that we have a small number of students who are not engaging in online teaching, learning, and assessment. And this constitutes about 4.8%. And we have put systems in place of ensuring that we track the students so as to provide a catch-up program for the students who are not engaging in online teaching, learning, and assessment. This slide is showing a variety of tools that we are using to offer online teaching and learning, which includes MS Teams, Moodle, Screencastify, OneDrive, Google Classroom, as well as Zoom. Colleagues, we are all aware that according to our new strategy and vision 2030, the main aim of the strategy, it is to improve lives and livelihood. And this strategy comprises 12 objectives. But for this presentation, I will focus mainly on the 4 objectives that talk mainly to teaching and learning. That is innovative curricula and research. We have trained 29 staff members on project-based learning, and we recently trained 35 staff members on design thinking, which are innovative teaching and learning strategies. And we are in the process of rolling out these innovative teaching and strategies to 6 faculties. And these innovative teaching and learning strategies will ensure that we offer distinctive education that will allow us to produce adaptive graduates who will become productive local citizens. Colleagues, we received funding from Kreske Foundation for Siyaphumelela 2.0 to address some of the challenges that impact on student success. And we have identified some biggest student successes and challenges. And in order to address these challenges, we have identified 3 focus areas to address these challenges. The first one being holistic student support redesign, which is led by our acting Dean of Students, Dr. Hanif. So this first focus area addresses financial and food insecurity of our students, as well as the disjointed university support systems and processes. The second one is moving the middle, which will be launched on the 14th of September. This focus area is 2-pronged. It focuses mainly on student preparedness as well as staff preparedness. The challenge that we identified is that there are different levels of preparedness of students to become adaptive graduates and staff to engage with pedagogies that develop graduates with the acumen to initiate and or respond to change. The third focus area is culture change towards evidence-led decision making. And the main purpose of this third focus area, it is to create a lived values data culture, which talks to one of the strategic objectives, institutional culture. Again, in order to support our staff to improve their qualifications, we also have programs in place, and 2 of these programs are funded by DHET. The first one is the new generation of academic program known as NGAP, which is a 6-year program of the Staffing South Africa's Universities Framework known as SAUF. And as I've indicated, it is funded through UCDG, which is a DHET grant. It is aimed at attracting people with relevant qualifications and experience to pursue their doctoral qualifications while they are developing as proficient academics at the university. There is a criteria, there are criteria that are set by DHET for the NGAP. And these include the fact that the applicants must only be South Africans who are 40 years of age or younger from the designated or underrepresented groups, and the pass mark is 70 or above for masters. As of now, we have a total of 16 NGAP lecturers. Of these, 4 have successfully completed their studies. And we have just submitted our applications for phase 7 to DHET. So I'm encouraging you colleagues to look out for these calls for application. The second one is Nurturing Emergency Scholarship Program, known as NESP. NESP is a program for staffing South Africa's universities framework. Also, it is funded through UCDG. This one identifies postgrad students who are keen to register for masters, who demonstrate academic ability to pursue the academic career. This program is positioned as a feeder program for the NGAP, as I've previously indicated that NGAP is aimed at supporting academics who want to pursue their doctoral programs. The master studies must be undertaken as a full-time study and has to be completed within a maximum period of 2 years. For phase 1, DOT was approved for 5 NESP posts located in health sciences, horticulture, fashion design, sports management, and biotechnology and food technology. We have just submitted our applications for phase 2. So we are awaiting the results from DHET. As I conclude, I want to end this presentation by quoting a quote by Phil Jackson. He says, "The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team." Colleagues, this has proven true in the way we fight against COVID-19. The teamwork has proved successful, and working together as one cohesive force has helped in dealing with COVID-19 pandemic within the university. So I call upon everyone at DUT to join hands in saving the 2021 academic year. I thank you.